Caillou is a Whiny Little Puke by Dan and Olivia Barton. Caillou was a bald-headed kid who liked to skip and jump and run and play. Sometimes he could be so giggly and happy it just made you want to punch him in the face. But Caillou was really annoying when he got mad. He would whine and cry and pout. The sounds he made were so annoying, it's amazing his mother never smothered him in his sleep. Sometimes he could be well behaved. He would sit in his room and play with his keyboard. Here he's singing some annoying song in that whiny voice of his. He would sometimes sit quietly and read a book, and sometimes his grandma would read with him. He would play nicely with animals, most likely because they were the only beasts who could stand how annoying he was. Here he shares his nuts with a squirrel. But more often he was a crybaby in need of a serious beating. When friends would come over, Caillou would have to share his toys. Caillou is a self-centered little maggot, so that never went over very well. Most of Caillou's behavior was because he wanted to always be the center of attention. He thought he was the king of the world. So his bad behavior wasn't just about getting along with others. He ate like an 8-month-old. It was like he was too lazy to find his big fat mouth. And when he was finished eating, one of his favorite things to do was to go out to the living room while the family was watching TV, bend over, and sniff his own farts. In fact, farts were the only thing he didn't mind sharing. Other times he wouldn't get messy eating because he wouldn't eat at all, most likely because nothing deep-fried or out of a cereal box was being served. In fact, when he went grocery shopping with his mother, he would try and fill the cart with junk food when she wasn't looking. Here he grabs some cookies while his sister Rosie distracts Mom. Later, Caillou will punch her for trying to eat one. Then, Caillou will whine. Caillou had a weird relationship with his cat, too. One day he decided to paint a picture of his cat, and then he took him to the park and tried to run him over with his skateboard. Caillou's family loved and looked after him, but that didn't stop him from being a whiny little jerk just the same. While his dad put his arm around him and said, "I love you," Caillou just moaned about how Rosie got more ice cream than he did. Eventually, his mother couldn't stand it anymore. She started to put a chokehold on Caillou. Rosie joined in, because she couldn't stand listening to him either. Caillou decided he should be nicer to everyone. He started by playing with Rosie. He even let her drive their toy car. But Rosie didn't let him off that easily. She pooped in his closet. And now, whenever Caillou goes to bed, he still tries to figure out where that stench is coming from. Sleep tight, you little maggot.